Hello and welcome back to another episode of Life Changers, and this is Mike. Welcome to 2024, everybody. We made it to another year in the Matrix, or the Truman Show, whatever you want to look at it like. Oh, it's so funny. Here, let me add this in. Oh, yeah. But I'm not joking. Well, today, I was trying to record this episode on the 3rd, and today is now the 8th of January. And this is going to go on live tomorrow morning, the 9th, at like 5 a.m. So I'm going to record an episode and see if it goes the way I want, because I've been slacking, and that's not fair to you guys, to all my amazing listeners. But there's a few things I want to talk about today, and one of them turns out to be the good old scam. Yep, the scam called... Well, my New Year's resolution is, and the reason why I say it's a scam, and I'm not, saying it in a funny way and stuff. It's sad, but New Year's resolutions set us up for failure, because we're like, hey, I'm going to do this and see how long I last. My New Year's resolution is to quit smoking, or my New Year's resolution is to go to the gym. My New Year's resolution is to do this. Let's see if I make it. It's all like a silent joke, right? So right there, you're setting yourself up for failure. So why have a New Year's resolution, right? Just change your life. That's what my Life Changers Mike's all about, right? Just teaching you how to feel and go with the flow and feel the energy of the universe and the world and come to understand it and become who you want to become. Because, I'm sorry for saying this, but who the fuck are you? Seriously, who are you? Are you the amazing person that you know you can be and you're achieving all your goals? Or are you the one that you feel and you know what you need to do, but you'll do it one day? Right? I'll do it one day. I'll get there one day. Come on, Mike, give me a chance. I'm just learning about the law of attraction. That's amazing. If it's your first time hearing about it, it's amazing. And I encourage you to listen to my other episodes called The Experiment and stuff like that, because the energy of the universe is really amazing. And you hear me say a lot too, like, I don't care what you call it, right? If you call it God, the Holy Ghost, or your gut feeling, or universe, Mother Earth, and stuff like that. Because in the end, to me, it all comes down to we're all thinking the same thing. We're all saying the same thing, right? It could be infinite amount of things we're thinking of and what we're grateful for, but it all comes down to the same thing that we're feeling, we're saying, right? And I encourage you not to set yourself up for failure with using the law of attraction, because in all the media and all the movies and mainstream stuff, and you hear me saying it all the time, but you are programmed, right? You see in all the mainstream media and all the TV shows and movies how everybody makes fun of New Year's resolutions. Oh, I've tried to do it. Even on the news, right? Oh, I made it a week and now I gave up. I'm eating chocolate again. Oh, or whatever it is, right? I got the gym membership. I signed up for a year. That's why the gyms love this time of year. They're making bank. I should open up a gym. Everybody will do New Year's resolution. I'll be like, New Year's resolution discount. And then, 80% of people won't even show up. But they're locked in for a year. That's how they get you. But yeah, you have to understand your environment, the environment you are creating, that you're allowing into your soul or into your universe and stuff like that, is what's creating you. So who are you? Are you the New Year's resolution failure? Are you just going with the mainstream? Are you in the Truman Show? Are you in the Matrix? Do you ever feel that there's so much more, but you feel limited, right? Well, my goal through using Life Changers platform and stuff is to teach you that you are unlimited. You could achieve anything. And seriously, I'm not even joking. It's through the power of, belief, or the universal flow and the energy you put out in the world. I was dead scrolling through YouTube, and there was a person on there, and she was like, and I started to watch it, but then my son was like, "Oh, Dad, let's watch something else. This is boring. I don't understand what she's saying." And I was like, "Okay, I'll get back to it and watch it later." but I can't because I can't seem to find it because it's a long story, but it's not even in my YouTube history. I don't even know where it goes. But she was talking about like how every day there's two different universes you could choose to live in. And she, you know, referred to one as like the Truman Show. And if you never watched the Truman Show, it's amazing. It's with Jim Carrey, and he does not know that he was born into a reality TV show, and everybody around him was actors except him. So it's amazing. You should watch it. It's an oldie. It's a classic. It's good, though. I'm going to rewatch it because there's truth to it. I think he's warning us. But I digress. So she says, like, every day you have a decision to go through, like, the programming, right? Which is like, oh, everything's against me. Oh, poor me. Or you're going to go through a different, you know, programming of Truman Show and create your own reality and stuff like that. Because there's many, many, many times. Sorry, I just got to do something here. Sorry about that. As you know, I record straight through 1 hour or so, and I don't edit. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because I want this to be authentic. But you really have to understand, like, there's so many times in my life where I truly believed something, and it was working perfectly for me. Like, here's an example. I know it's crazy, but I was playing roulette online. So it's not like a digital roulette table. Somebody's really spinning a ball and it goes around in a circle, and real roulette. And then, I'm digital, but the ball's being spun live. And I truly felt and believed to the core of my soul that I found a money glitch in the Matrix. That I was like, oh, this is amazing. I started with $3,000. And I was like, this is it. This is the money glitch. It's amazing. It's foolproof. And I played for an hour and a half, and I made it to $10,000. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I found a money glitch. And I was like, I'm going to tell my wife. No. And I was like, I won't tell my wife. I'll just do it. And I was just like, look, every day I'll just, play for a little bit and do $1,000 and call it quits and just make $1,000 and make, like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week and call it quits, right? And I found the money glitch. And I was like, this is amazing. And I was testing my theory, and it never failed. Well, see, I can't hide anything from my wife. So I was talking to her. I'm like, honey, here's a money glitch. And I was showing her the math and everything that I'd done. And then I realized I made a critical error in my money glitch in the math. And I was like, ooh, no. And then it all just came crashing out, and I felt like, oh no, it's not a guarantee. It's not a money. And all this worry and panic and, right, came in. And then I was like, okay, I'm higher than 10,000, I'm like 12,000 something. I'll try the money glitch. Lost. So I stopped. I'm done. I pull it out. Right. But when I truly believed it was working to the core of my soul, and I was just laughing and giggling and just having a great time. And it worked. The moment I realized my error, and the moment I realized, oh, there is room for failure. Oh, it is against me in front of the house. But I didn't realize that at first. But then when I did, it all came crashing down. And then I just felt like a loser. Like I'm still going to start losing everything. And of course, every spin was going against me, and I was losing, right? And every time, I know I use the casino a lot, and I know a lot of you thinking like, "Oh, Mike, that's just luck." You had on a hot streak, and then you fell, and one day you get another hot. No. I don't believe in that crap. I believe in this world we create exactly what we want. Believe me or not, I'm telling you, everything around you created. All your successes and failures, you created, either consciously or subconsciously, because in this world we're berated with all this negativity and how money's evil and rich people are assholes and so on and so forth, right? And subconsciously, that's entering your program, and that you have to work hard. If you don't work hard, you don't make money. No, 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 no. Right? The rich stay rich, and the poor stay poor. That's the way it's designed. All this artificial inflation is to keep us poor because we were getting too much money. Blah blah blah. Right? If that's what you believe, that's exactly what you're gonna create. And it's easy. It's easy to believe that. No matter how excited you are to make your New Year's resolution, be like, I'm going to make infinite money and blah, 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 right? How easy it sneaks up where negativity just comes in and be like, hey, what you doing? Oh, you can't do that. That's stupid, right? And it's literally mind over matter. Here's another example. I moved into a new home. We moved out of a city and now we're into the country. Moved into the new home and we're moving in. And two things happened. One thing was, it's, dirtier than we thought. We saw a lot of mouse poop because no one was really living there. Because the people we were renting it from, they have another house already and they have a cottage for the summer. So no one really lives there. And I'm just like, I knew there's work to be done. I knew like windows need to be done, doors need to be redone and, whatever. But it's an amazing opportunity. So we took it and it's a nice home. Good potential to make it a forever home. I felt like the universe was guiding us towards it. And even the people, when they were interviewing us for like rent and potentially like to eventually be the first people to put a bid on it if we can get a mortgage and stuff like that at an amazing rate. But anyways, even they were saying like, no, we feel like we want you, like, the universe is guiding us for you. And I'm like, oh, you speak my language. We had an amazing conversation with this older couple and they're amazing people. And they've read a lot of the same books. They know a lot of the same, law of attractions and stuff like that. So they just go with the universal flow. And they felt like to pick us. And we're like, okay. And then we got deflated when we saw the mouse poop in the basement and, stuff like that. So we spent hours cleaning, like maybe 5 hours upstairs, another 4 or 5 hours downstairs, cleaning, disinfecting, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm not a clean freak, but, you like a clean house. And, we're worried that there's still mice. But nope, because I guess they put out mouse traps and stuff. And it looks like they caught them all. We put out a bunch of stuff. Didn't catch nothing. So, and they told us, like, sometimes mice comes in. So we did what I don't want to do, but it's like, I think we need a cat, like an outdoor, indoor cat, mostly outdoor. Because, we're on a nice little 2-acre, backs onto a forest, a lot of farmers. So it's really nice. And the cat would love it because I used to have a cat like that growing up. And it lived outside most of the time and came in just for cuddles and stuff, but it was most of the time loving it outside. But anyways, so we're like, yeah, we need a mouse there just to scare all the mice away off our property, stuff like that, right? And we were like at first deflated with that. But as soon as I walked into the house, I smelled like a musky, earthy smell. And I was like, oh, is that mold? And my dad trained me to hate mold. I'm like, oh. Nope, this is mold, But I had like a rental vehicle and we had stuff that we had to bring into the house because we're moving in. So we moved our stuff in. And then, we slept that night and we're like, there's just something stinks in here. So we thought maybe it was the vents, the furnace. So we turned off the furnace and all this stuff. And, it's funny. The reason why I'm telling you this story is because my mind automatically goes negative and like, oh, why would the law of attraction do this? Eh, Mike? Huh? Yeah, maybe you got it wrong. This is not supposed to be your forever home. You should have stuck to your guns and said, no, thank you. I'm going to go somewhere else. Blah, 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 right? And it's just amazing. That's why I'm telling you this story, because it automatically goes to negative. And I know you see that with yourself. Don't deny it. As my positive, I'm one of the most positive people you will ever meet, okay? And, like, to the point where, like, one time I was parked at my friend's house hanging out. Somebody hit my car, totaled it. And it was parked. Somebody was drinking and driving, I guess. And I was just like, oh, well, at least I get a new vehicle. Newer vehicle. Stuff like that, right? Like, I'm always positive, right? But my mind just likes to go negative. And I'm sure it's like that with everybody. Because I talk to a lot of people and they're all saying, yeah, you're right, Mike. It does. No matter how positive you are, there's always that negative knocking on the door. And in religion, they're saying like, God's blessing you with all this stuff. And then Satan will be knocking on the door being like, let me in right away, test you and stuff like that. And, that's, I guess, my programming growing up. But, it's just amazing how negative our minds are. Even now that I'm out, of religion and stuff, I just prefer to just universal flow, trust whatever it is out there that's created all of us and stuff like that. And, I'm not a denier or anything. I just whatever, right? I'm doing my own thing. I don't really, whatever. But same thing, right? Where it's like, oh, my mind's like negative, right? And so, like, I'm just like, oh, this is maybe why, right? And then it just, trickles to my wife and my kids, and they're all like, oh, we're all, like, in a bad mood. And then, anyway, so we ended up turning off the furnace. The smell went down, so we're like, oh. So we called the furnace company. They came in and cleaned the place, like all the air ducts and stuff, and the furnace. And they got 4 bags of garbage out of that. They said it hasn't been cleaned since, like, the 70s. And, like, they found a lot of cool treasures in there. And she's like, I'm going to put this on my mantle. I'm going to put this over here. Because she likes to, like, see all the treasures that come out of those things and collect them, the people that came. They cleaned those out. So they cleaned it out, disinfected it. A lot of mouse poop, a lot of stuff. Because, when no one's really living in a house, the animals take over again, little rodents and stuff. To make a long story short, in the end, we found a wall that is moldy. And my mind's just like, oh, man, another sign, the universe telling me to get the hell out of here, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like, deflated again, right? And, we talked to the people, and they're like, oh, we got this checked, and they got somebody in there to fix it and stuff like that, and amazing people once again. And I'm just so deflated, like, thinking, like, why does my mind automatically do that? So it's the same thing with your New Year's resolutions. You make all these amazing resolutions. You feel gun-ho. You're like, yes, yes, yes. And then you're like, oh, then you start getting into your mind, and you start listening to it. And then it shifts your whole reality. So think of it this way. Every day you have a choice to make. Which reality do you want? The one with eternal bliss, eternal, happiness or abundance or whatever. Then you got to keep on making the decisions. I'm going to go this way. I don't want to go to the negative side. Because that's what it seems like for me, is every day you have a decision to make. Am I going to wake up, be grumpy? Am I going to wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Or am I going to trust the universal's flow? Am I going to worry about this and worry about that? Stuff like this, right? And it's hard. I understand. Like, I don't have all the answers. The reason why I'm doing this podcast is to talk about my experiences and using the law of attraction and how it's worked for me and stuff. And it might be different for you. So feel free to comment and, reach out and let me know. Life Changers Mike. I believe I have a Facebook. No one's really on it. But you can also, lifechangersmike@gmail.com. That's lifechangersmike@gmail.com. Send any questions or any experiences you're having with the law of attraction stuff, and we will share it on the air. And when I do another episode, and we'll give you a shout out. You can tell me if you want me to use your name or not, or just say your first name and your location if you like, and just talk about your life changing experiences and stuff, because we can all learn from each other. Because I'm telling you, you create everything around you. I was talking to one of my employees once, and I'm like, hey, what does life feel like to you? I need a good analogy, because I'm like, is it like The Matrix or The Truman Show or stuff like that? And he's like, I wouldn't be surprised if life is like a video game. You only see what you see, but what you don't see is like all the stuff behind the scenes when you're like, he's like, right now I'm in the warehouse, but if I start walking towards the door, making that intention, I'm going to open the door, it will create what I want to see out there. So I open it, I see what I see. But then as soon as I close it, it all goes back to like, darkness or matrix-y or whatever, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. The way I see it is we have a choice to live, be free, make decisions, create, have an amazing experience, amazing life, and know that you are like the creator of your reality. And I know it's controversial to people. I'm not saying like, oh, you're the creator of all, right? No, you're the creator of your reality through your beliefs, through your understandings, through whatever you decide to follow. So it could be whatever it is, right? But you are creating your reality and your beliefs, because I cannot tell you that, hey, that's not right if you truly believe that is right. And I know it sounds controversial, but it's true. If you truly believe the earth is round or flat or whatever, who am I to tell you otherwise? Because you truly create your reality. You are the God of your reality and of your experiences. So what do you choose? Do you choose to be an NPC? I know I use that term a few times, but I'm just going to come out and say it. I see a lot of majority of people as NPCs, just running their programs. Just run like, okay, yeah, I'm waking up, going to work, coming home. On the weekend, I'm going to drink, or in the evening, I'm going to drink, go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. Do the grind. I got to do the grind. I got to work and do the grind. And all my weekends is my time to do party, right? Go drink or go on a boat, go golf or whatever. And that's all you're living for retirement, for the next. And then when you retire, you'll be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, right? For the next, right? When you could be living right now. Stop being an NPC. Stop being in the Truman Show. Stop being the NPC in the Matrix, right? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is your time to shine. This is your time to create everything you've ever dreamed of. Listen to my voice and understand. You are creator. You are the one who decides what you want in your life. If you want abundance, if you don't. And yes, it's going to be hard to go against your programming, to go against everything you know, where it's like, oh, well, no, everything happens like this. And I do have to work hard to make these other people rich. Not for me, though. No, you are creator. Everybody in the world could be as rich as you want. You limit yourself. You are limitless. You can choose what to do and what you want. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true, because there's times when I'm high on the spiritual high, or high on the, not on drugs. When I'm high on the weed here in Canada, no, I'm not. But when I'm high on the universal energy and the universal flow, and everything's so clear, and I understand where I'm going and I know what I need to do, and I'm just putting out all the right energy and all the right notes and all the right frequencies, and everything's just like amazing and bliss. I'm like, oh. But yeah, there's times where it's like, I feel like trapped. I feel like no matter how hard I work, I'm just in the same position. All this money coming through my companies and all this stuff happening. But then yet, at the end of the time, I'm just like, right? I feel squeezed. I feel this. I feel that. And then it just feels like everything's just closing around me and the darkness is coming in. No. Because if I truly let those thoughts come in and run and rule in my reality, then I'll get that. And that's the way it works. You have to understand. You hear more and more about law of attraction, abundance, and there's a lot, maybe you're like, really? All I see is the stuff I usually see, Mike. What are you talking about? All I see is whatever, which is true, whatever the algorithm shows you on your YouTube, your TikToks, or whatever, right? Well, you could change that. You want to break the algorithm? This is why I cannot find that thing on YouTube, and you guys are all yelling at your phone, not your phones, but devices or wherever you're listening to me on, and saying, you just go to your history, Mike, you can see it. Well, my wife turned off all notifications, all suggestions, and everything. Oh, you're like, what? Yes, on YouTube. My wife turned off all that stuff. Remember when I went on that 10-day meditation retreat? She turned off all. She's like, you got a lot of notifications. I turned them all off for you. And at one point, a lot of my notifications I wasn't getting. I was like, how come I don't hear from this customer or these customers? I should reach out to them. And meanwhile, they're like, we've been writing you. Wow, we've been writing you on Facebook Messenger. How come you're not responding to us? And I'm like, oh, all the notifications are turned off. But you want to get out? Turn off all your notifications. Stop dead scrolling, and it will stop showing you the algorithm. It'll start showing you random stuff. It sucks that you can't find what you viewed in your history after for some reason. But anyways, it's amazing. It's liberating, because I know my algorithm is showing me a lot of stuff about law of attraction, about abundance, about all these different people and that are talking about the similar stuff that I'm talking about and reconfirming and telling their stories, and they're amazing people and stuff like that. And yeah, that's my algorithm was showing me, right? And then if I started looking at like, oh, this and that, and it's funny because we use the word conspiracy, but is it really conspiracy when it's fact? Because anything can be a conspiracy until it's proven right. Think about it. Just a fun fact from Mike. Welcome to another fun fact from Mike with Life Changers. Oh. But it's true. You have to really understand. Like, I know I sound like a broken record already. And for you that don't understand what a broken record is, we also call it vinyl. It makes that crackling sound when it plays. Oh, yes. Anyways, I know I just sound like a broken iPod. No, that's even old. But anyways, I know I just repeat, but it's true. We have to hear this. You have to hear it. You have to understand that whatever you think of becomes reality if you focus on it, bring it into your reality. Oh, how does that work, Mike? Hey, here's how it works. You want to be successful in your, what were we called? Wow, I'm just drawing a blank. In your, the New Year's resolution. Don't call it a New Year's resolution. Call it changing my life for the better. Call it whatever. Focus on it. Act like it happens. So if you say, I go to the gym every day, tell yourself, I go to the gym every day. I understand that there's no room for failure, because if I decide to fail, there's no outside force but you. You have to take responsibility for your actions. I'm saying it again because not a lot of people in this world understand this. You have to take responsibility for your actions. Huh? What are you talking about? Hey, if you choose whatever, to eat junk food, and then you're wondering why you're a little bit bigger or why you got this or that, no, it's your programming. But you have to take responsibility and understand, the reason why I fail, the reason why is all these people on the internet, trolls or this or that. That's one of my fears, right? Posting all this stuff out there, get all these trolls. But you know what? I don't bring it to my reality. I never had any. Booyah. Mic drop. But it's true. You have to take responsibility for your actions. Say, it's really hard to go to the gym, or I can't afford it. I can't do this. No. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is your time to shine. You have to take reality. You don't have to go to the damn gym to work out. Walk. Go outside more often. Get some fresh air. Breathe some fresh air. Don't breathe whatever's in your house. Especially my house right now. I always look at the bright side of things. Hey, look, I got more time to record an episode. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm recording my episode. So, positivity. But it's true. One thing that might be controversial, but whatever. One thing I didn't like, and I realize it now, when I was in religion, you were told if anything amazing or good happens, it's because you followed God and God is going to bless you. If anything bad happens, oh no, it's because you listen to Satan and Satan's punishing you. It's your fault. But if anything good happens, it's not your fault. It's because God chose to give it to you, right? And I understand. Everybody's like, Mike, but law of attraction. It's true. If you truly believe that all good stuff comes from, God, that's your reality. Amazing reality. For me, it just didn't jive. I didn't like that because I'm like, well, no, I worked hard, or I received, I guess the universal flow or whatever, and I chose to go that way instead of going this way. That's why. And it's just like, I didn't like the fact that it's putting responsibility, like if bad things happen, it's because it's your fault. But if a good thing happens, it's because it's not your fault. But no, I want you to take full responsibility of the good and the bad. Because you, in the end, have to make the decision. Where are you going to go today? Who are you? What do you want to become? It's 2024. You can be anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can become a successful YouTuber, successful TikToker, successful podcaster, successful in business. And if you're like, well, everybody's successful and it's so hard in this economy. Well, you're not going to do anything because you're just focusing on the negative. Reality check. That's how it works. You set yourself up for failure before you even start. I've been there. Listen to my podcast. Listen to the earlier episodes, how I was given all these universal guidance or, a handout from God going, hey, do this and do that. And I took it, and then I started becoming a pompous going, oh, yeah, look what I did. Look at me. I'm amazing. I don't need, the universe. I don't need God. I don't need this. I don't need that. And then I fall flat in my face when I try to take control. Everything I do, including this podcast, I do with love. I do it because I feel like I need to, and I put it out there for the benefit of everybody who listens to this and who wants to wake up, and choose who you're going to be. You are the creator of your reality. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying to program you to understand how you can choose success and you could choose failure. You could choose the perspective of how you're going to see things. Right? It's kind of like me with my situation with the house right now. Like I choose, is it going to be a negative thing or is it going to be a positive thing? Now I have more time to be here and stuff like that. Is it, oh, I didn't do this. I didn't get this car. Oh, negative. And then if I start believing everything people are telling me, how it's hard to be in business and all these small businesses are shutting down, be prepared to be shut down, Mike. Oh, no. Fuck that. I'm sorry for swearing again. I was trying not to swear. That was my New Year's resolution because some people say it's stupid that I swear. But I just find it gets the point. I don't know. But even my kids, I got a teenager and then, and then they go younger. And she's like, Dad, when he swears, he sounds stupid. You sound uneducated. I'm like, oh, it's true. I'm not educated. But no. I just don't want to seem like that guy who's swearing all the time, trying to get a point across. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better. Encourage me. Say, hey, we listen, we hear you. We encourage you, right? And that'll just help. But it's my frame of mind. I got to choose just to be like, yeah, I'm done. Because it sounds crazy, but here's another thing. I snore at night. And apparently I have sleep apnea. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, because I wasn't breathing for 2 minutes. And there's sometimes where I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell myself I don't snore. I don't snore. I don't snore. I don't have sleep. I am amazing. I sleep like a baby. I'm going to travel the galaxy in my dreams and escape my body and go, astral project all over this world and make, changes and help guide people and stuff like that, right? And then I do, and I have amazing, vivid dreams. Are they dreams or are they different realities that I'm hacking into? Oh, just open up a can of worms. Yeah, I'm going to let, the crazy fly a little bit in 2024. I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking truth. Or like that one amazing person was telling me when I was driving through Detroit. Yeah, headed down to Florida. I talked to her about my podcast and I gave her a card and she's like, are you dropping diamonds? I'm like, looking around, do I have diamonds falling in my pocket? She's like, no, it's a phrase meaning like you're dropping truth. I'm like, yeah, truth bombs. I've been censoring my craziness a little bit, but I'm just going to let it fly because it doesn't matter what you guys think. I just want you to understand that you control your world through everything you believe, through everything that you take and go facts or cap. As they say, not facts. I don't know what cap means. Not true. But it's true. It doesn't matter what I tell you. I can lay out a plan and teach you how to make $1 million, right? I could be those guys, hey guys, you can follow me and make $1 million. Well, let me tell you how and what to say and what to do to achieve this $1 million. And I go through for a 2-hour speech and then I don't tell you. And then I'm like, okay, now buy my program. Well, that's how you make $1 million. If 1 million people give you $1, there you go. You made $1 million. How, I would give somebody $1 and not care. Be like, hey, here's $1. Let me see what this. And then talk for another 3 hours and say, okay, now if you want the in-depth class, give me $100. And people do that. And that's how you make your millions. It's truth. It's facts. I always say, like, if people have something that works, then they don't want to just tell you. Is it cap? Is it truth or is it not? Is it fact or is it not? It only matters what you believe. I've witnessed miracles, as they say. I've seen miracles. I've performed miracles. And people are like, oh, so since you left church then, Mike, all the miracles you performed didn't happen? No, they happened. Because it's through belief. It's through faith, I guess you would say, that they had the faith. It's law of attraction, right? They truly believe they're going to be healed according to their faith. And they were. Easy as that. There's this place in Montreal, Quebec. It's called, like, I think in English, like the Sanctuary or something. It's like a big Catholic church, I believe. And there's 100 stairs to go up. It's near Mount Royal in Montreal, Quebec, okay? And it's really touristy. And there's like 100 stairs to go up. And if you go up there, you'll see crutches. You'll see casts. You'll see little sticks to help blind people, stuff like that, right? You'll see all that kind of stuff in that room because people believe that they go in there and they do whatever they need to do, whatever their belief was, that they'll be healed. And they were. But Mike, this is crazy. You know, hey, who am I to tell you otherwise if you witnessed your miracle or performed your miracle? You truly believed in either the law of attraction, in God, or in whatever task you had to do, and that you were going to achieve that. And you did. Who am I to tell you otherwise? Doesn't matter. What matters is that you know. So if you're somebody who's listening right now, and you're like, I've had an experience where I healed myself, I know you did, because that's how powerful we are. And that we're told otherwise. We're told that we're just nobodies. We're stupid. We're this, we're that. Oh, you need medicine from this. And, you need all this stuff from this. I sound like probably a crazy person saying this, but it's true. I don't take no medication whatsoever. I take a lot of vitamins, minerals, vitamin C, vitamin D. I take healthy stuff. I drink a healthy shake. I still eat McDonald's and crap. Don't get me wrong. I eat junk still, but I try to be as healthy as in my reality as I can. And I know people who were the same way, but now they believe more in modern medicine, and they go to the doctor. Oh, and they give them a pill for this, a pill for that, and now there aren't a lot of pills, and they're always sick. But in their reality, it would have been worse. So who am I to say that you're only sick because law of attraction states I take these medications because I'm sick all the time. So now I need these medications, and I'll always be sick because I take these medications. You're literally creating it. I know it sounds stupid, but it's facts. It's truth. No cap. You can literally create whatever you want. And it's so easy because the programming that we're running, the NPC that we are, is telling us these are what you need. This is what you got to do. This and that and this and that. Don't take my word for it. Try it. Do your experiment. So if you're on medication, I'm not telling you to just stop and all that, but do your experiment. Tell yourself you're amazing. You're healthy. And you'll notice you won't be as sick as much. And then you go to the doctor, they'll say, oh, stop taking this, stop taking that. And you'd be surprised that you could reverse anything. Oh, sorry about that. Dusty. But it's true. It all lies with you. Well, everybody that's listening right now, just note, it all lies with you. Are you an NPC? Or are you a god of this reality, of your reality? Are you the king, queen of your domain? Are you the ruler of your reality? And you choose happiness, abundance, love. I'm telling you, you deserve it. You got to be willing to receive it and understand it. Tell yourself that right now. Say, I deserve it. Because you do. And I'm willing to accept it. So I deserve it. I'm willing to accept it. And I trust the universal law or God or whatever you want to call it. It really doesn't matter to the universe in the end. It all matters what you believe. And if you believe I'm crazy and you just listen to me for entertainment purposes, cool. Keep on listening. Let's get the numbers up. Share with a friend. Tell them how crazy I am and how ludicrous I sound. That, oh, this guy thinks he's a god of his reality. No, there's only one good true God, right? Cool. If that's what you believe, good for you. I'm not knocking you in any way. You know, oh, look how far he's fallen. He used to be Christian. Now he's not. Whatever. I accept everybody for who they are and what they want to do. I'm not pushing myself on you. I'm not pushing my beliefs on you. I'm not pushing. I'm just explaining this is what's working for me. And I have proof and facts in my life that I cannot create or make, I couldn't have fathomed where I would be and how this works. I couldn't fathom that every time I go to the casino, I leave with more money than I walk in. Because the casino's a sucker's bed. Everybody thinks, everybody's programmed. All the NPCs are like, I go here to lose, but I go have fun because there's still that 1.0001 chance that I will hit something. Cool. If that's what you believe. Yeah. There will be that time that maybe you'll hit something, but you would have lost a lot more than you put in. I don't gamble. I go to the casino for entertainment, have fun, spread love, talk about my podcast, to be honest, and tell people you're a winner. Believe that you win and you will win. And people are like, oh, that never happens. And then I always say this, okay? This happens to me all the time. When I'm in a good mood and I'm just like, hey, and that's when I just go to the casino for fun, bring a couple $100. And I sit down and be like, how you doing? You making money today? Oh, I'm losing everything. Oh, it's a taking day, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, it's good news because you're a winner. They're like, oh, yeah, and it doesn't feel like it. Well, now that I'm here, you're going to start winning. And it helps when there's an outside source going, hey, I'm giving you positive energy. Here, positive, and I rub the machine, positive energy. You're going to be a winner. Look, I don't say, look, and start flashing money. I say, look, you can choose to win or lose. I choose to win. I choose to let you win. I choose for you to win. I give you energy and abundance. Some people look at me like, you're crazy. You're nuts. And I love that. I was like, why do you think I'm crazy? And I'm nuts. Because it doesn't work that way, okay? Casinos, we're here to lose. Well, not me. And then they get all these bonuses. They're like, I never in my life seen this. And they're winning like $100, $200. There's one lady that won like $7,000. And she's just like, oh, it never happens to me. Never this, never that, right? And I'm like, you're welcome. No, it's literally the power of belief. That they believe, like, I'm giving them good energy. And sometimes they're like, okay, yeah, this guy's weird. I should leave soon. And then, the people that work there go, oh, hey, Mike, how's it going? Another hand pay today? You already had one earlier. You're going to get another one? And hand pay, at least in Canada, and from what I understand, a lot of the casinos in the U.S., is $1,200 or more. Fun fact about Canada is you don't pay taxes because the government owns the casinos. So, fun fact. So, when you win $1,200, you get it all. If you win $1 million, you get it all. You don't have to pay taxes or claim it or nothing. You can claim it, but there's no tax against you. Fun fact about Canada. And as a Canadian, if I go gamble in the U.S. and I win some like $5,000 or $1,200 or whatever, I just sign the form that I'm not American and I don't pay taxes in the U.S. and I get it all. Sorry. Come gamble in Canada. No, I'm joking. I don't gamble, remember. But no. And then, the people that work there start talking to me like, yeah. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm explaining to this, amazing person here beside me that, good energy. And I try to bring luck. And they're like, I don't know what it is with this guy, but you'll see your luck will change now that he's sitting with you. He just has this energy, this whatever, this crazy. And, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, thank you. And then people start believing. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Drink some water. There you go. And then they start believing and they start winning. And they're like, oh, this never happened in my life. And it's amazing. But an opposite could happen to me when I'm in doing that in a good mood and they're winning more money than me. If I let that little negative part come into my heart, I revert back to being my NPC self. Where I'm back into the Matrix or the Truman Show where, yeah, the house always wins, I'm going to lose. Why is this person winning more than me? The universe should give me more, blah, 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 right? I'm going to do so much better with money than them. They're just going to give it all back to the casino. Start acting like that. Boom, I lose everything. Guaranteed. Because that's the energy I'm putting out. It shifts that fast. If ever you got, if ever you, and people, everybody that's listening, if ever you're like, oh, I go to the casino, I'm going to, positive energy, try this, blah, blah, blah. And you see that you're starting to win a lot. Note to self, if you start feeling like, I am amazing and I'm going to win all this money today. I know it sounds crazy, but for me, when I do that, I start acting like a pompous douchebag or whatever. I'll start losing. Or if I start thinking, oh, why does that person get more money than me? Or I start getting greedy. Universe going to give me all this. No. I go in with a frame of mind that I'm not here to gamble. I'm just here to take whatever the universe wants to hook me up with. And I'm going to have fun. And I'm going to, bring in that positive energy for everybody who's a winner. And I say that a lot. I'm like, hey, welcome to the winner's circle. Everybody here's a winner. And that positive energy and that, programming kind of, triggers the NPCs. It goes, huh? This is different. Usually everybody hears mopey like, I loved everything, or hey, the machine's taking all my money. Don't take that machine. This guy's different. So it kind of wakes you up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Because you are amazing. And you could choose and create all positivity, abundance, love, compassion in your world. I just like saying that because it's true. You need to hear that sometimes. I need to hear it. I need to hear that. Wake up. I'm just going to play like for your alarm, just clip this and let's make this your alarm, okay? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. For today is an amazing day. For you are the creator of your reality. And you choose positivity, abundance, love, compassion, and you're going to have an amazing day. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Yeah, use that clip. Trust me, it will help. I'm going to even use it. Because it all comes down to you. And I have friends that are close to me. I have people that, family. I have amazing people that I'm friends with. And some of them don't even listen to this podcast. And I tell them, they say, listen, I don't have time. Cool. That's your reality. If you don't have time, you'll never have time. I choose to make time. I choose my reality and my time and what I choose. And it's hard because it's so easy. As they say, our phones are literally meant to keep us in prison. Think about it. How many times when you're bored, you just dead scroll? When you're on the bus, you dead scroll. Go on a bus, go on public transportation if you haven't been in a while. Or if you do not look at your device. Just get on the bus or the subway system, the metro if you live in Montreal, Quebec, metro. Subway, if you live in Ontario, US, or whatever. The tube in England. We do got a lot of listeners out there. Cheerio, mate. Thank you very much. That's not a good accent. I'm sorry. I butchered that. Please don't hate me. But turn off your device. Take out your iPods or your, headphones or whatever, and just live in this amazing world and look around. You'll see a lot of people are looking down on their phones. A lot of people are zoned out. A lot of people just in their own little world. And that's sad. I know I'm not that old, but I remember when we used to, I'd be on the, just look and make eye contact with someone on the bus, be like, hey, how's it going? You having a good day today? They're like, oh crap, I talked to the crazy guy. You having fun? Hey. I'm like that little puppy, little dog. Come on, somebody look at me. Hey, you're looking at me. Hey. But no, I decided at a young age, I just want everybody to have an amazing life, an amazing experience, an amazing story to tell. One time I a train going from where I used to live in Quebec and all the way to Montreal. And there's a train you could take, and just sitting there with my brother and some friends. We're just talking, having a great old time, just blah, 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 laughing. And it's like an hour and a half train ride. And there's like people sitting around us, and, I didn't pay attention to anybody else. And, this is my little group, my zone, right? We're just blah, 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 having fun and talking, laughing, telling stories. And then as we were getting up to leave, people were just like clapping and stuff. And one person just like crying. And I'm like, are you all right? They're like, oh, I'm crying with laughter. You guys are hilarious. You should be like a comedy troupe or something. Like, dude, you just made my day. That's amazing. I'm never going to forget this. And everyone's just like, this is wow, because they're always paying attention to us and just like, wow, these people are in a different world. But it's true. What's your reality? Are you going to sit on your device, be on this train, be on the subway, be on the bus, dead scrolling? Or are you going to, talk to people, make friends? Because we're all good people. Yeah, you might get that crazy person every now and again. Just don't bring them into your reality. And if they happen to come by, just punch them in the face. No, I don't condone violence. But just don't bring that into your reality. I don't bring negative into my reality. I try not to. My mind tries to. And the NPC programming, as I call it, tries to bring it in. But no, I never, no. People are like, oh, I live in New York City, or I live in, Toronto, Montreal, or I live in, Washington, or this city. And I get robbed every day in Chicago. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. Look around. Somebody's going to rob you. Pay attention, right? If that's your reality, yeah, that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract those people that are like, hey, this guy wants to get robbed. It's all NPC programming. That's the way I see it, man. I truly do. That's the way I truly see it. Is we are all have a program like an NPC. We're all running our NPC program, like in the movie, what was it? Something Guy, I think it was called. Yeah, just Guy. And he doesn't realize he's in a video game and everybody's running their program and everything that's happening, like, oh, another robbery at the bank. And how that's normal. That truly, and we're watching, some of us were watching that movie going, that's crazy. I think that's normal. But that happens in this reality. People are like, oh, yeah, another day in Detroit. Someone's getting shot. No, let's just wait till they're gone. Okay, bye, guys. Have a good day. Another robbery today. Right? And that's truth. That's the reality they're creating. That's the reality they want to be in. So then they are. The reality I want is positivity. Living in the moment. Live day by day. Trust yourself. Love yourself. You have to love yourself if you want to love the world and love everybody in it. And choose positivity. Don't fall back to your NPC programming. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. For it is time for you to arise and take control of your reality and your universe through your beliefs and understandings and through the energy of the world. It's proven that energy is around us. You going to harness it? You're not. How many times have you walked into a room? If you think I'm crazy, how many times have you walked into a room and go, oh, you can cut the tension with a knife in here? Yeah, that's the energy, negative energy that's around. Or you walk in and be like, oh, something just happened. Something feels good in here. What's going on, right? Or you're just talking to somebody and just trust them and feel like, oh, like we're best friends. We're warriors. Like, I know you my whole life. That's what it feels like. It's the energy. It's truth. So I leave you with this thought. Who are you? And what are you going to decide to do today? You're going to decide just to run your NPC programming? Just let it go. Oh, yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll start my resolution. Or tomorrow I'll do this. Oh, tomorrow I'll listen to Mike again and Life Changers. Are you actually going to go do something and wake up? And wake up and wake up. Remember, you got to choose to receive the abundance the universe wants to hook you up with, or God that wants to hook you up with, or, whatever you want to call it, Jesus, anything, I don't know, I don't care, whatever you call it. Just tell yourself, yes, I choose to receive all the blessings, all the gifts that the universe wants to give me. I choose to accept. I deserve it. And I accept it. And I choose to wake up and create my world, my life, my abundance, my love, my compassion. It's that easy, folks. But you're always fighting against your programming. But once you realize it, and once you look at it from being not in the box, but out of the box, you can understand a heck of a lot more. You could understand a lot and start seeing things. Start seeing things from how you want to be treated. You know, I always tell people this, be like, so the way you're treating me, if I was to treat you like this, you would be pissed off at me. But yet, if I'm pissed off at you, you're still a victim. Stop being a victim. Wake up. Be who you are. Wake up. Wake up. Choose not to run your victim programming. Choose not to run the negative programming. Choose to be who you really are. And get up and start your own programming. And get rid of the negative programming. Get rid of being a victim. Get rid of all this crap. And choose abundance, choose love, choose compassion, choose life, choose happiness. Accept and choose and take responsibility for your actions. Stop blaming the world. Stop being a victim. Stop blaming everybody around you. Start creating and start making changes. I love each and every one of you. Thank you very much for listening. This is Mike with Life Changers, and have yourself an amazing week.